Good evening, friends, followers and channel members. Oh wow, it's nice to be back. I've missed saying that. How are you all doing? Hope you've all had a great week or so. It's been a week and a half, at least a week and a half since we last had a live stream, and I honestly can't remember the last time we had that longer break. So it's great to finally be able to get back tonight, and we are of course heading to a brand new airport. We're headed to the new scenery release from Borelli of Milan Malpensa. Now, Milan's one of those airports which we've spoken about for so long, about needing a decent payware quality airport. There was a free one available on FlightSim.to, which wasn't bad, of course, but we needed something. You know, it's a massive airport, there's so much to get out of it, so I have not yet seen it, so we will arrive at our own conclusions together once we get there. I keep thinking somewhere in the back of my mind that Aerosoft were meant to be doing a mega airport of Milan Malpensa. Obviously, if that is the case, then that's not released yet. But we will see what Borelli have to offer when we get there. For now, though, we're in Luxembourg, and it suddenly dawned on me very, very late on that I don't actually have any payware, or I didn't have any scenery for Luxembourg Airport. However, there is a great little looking free one on FlightSim.to, so that's what we've got in this evening for you. So we do have some custom scenery for Luxembourg. Never fly to Luxembourg, don't know why. It's obviously very centrally located, but Easyjet don't do many flights there. But this is a real world flight, Luxembourg down to Milan, which is just under an hour's flight time, which I thought perfect for an evening flight, and then give us a chance to check out Milan when we get there. So welcome on board, everyone. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Hey David, hey Christian, who's my apologies, mate, seems to have confused departure time with stream start time. Does that mean you're already on your way in your big old Antonov? I really hope so, because I want to see that on the ground when I get there, Christian. Although I'm not sure I've got any model matching for an Antonov 225. That would be awesome if there is, though. J-Hog, good evening. Nick, how are you doing, Nick? And thank you so much as well for resubbing over on Twitch for 17 months in a row now. That is awesome. Yes, of course, we are as well also celebrating, because I got a notification pop up today from YouTube saying that the channel, since its inception 3.5 years ago, has now had 10 million views. 10 million views, which is insane. So guys, thank you so much for that. That's all down to you to help the channel grow as it has done. But yeah, what an insane amount. So yes, thank you for that. Chris Phillips, good evening. This is watching for an hour or so before he has to go to bed. No problem, Chris. Me as well. Engine on board. Good to see you. Hey, John. And Oliver was excited for this because he's actually from Luxembourg. Fantastic. Well, as I say, we don't do Luxembourg that often, but tonight is the night. Aviate, good afternoon. It's great to be back. DC Gertz here as well. Organ Aviator, who's now in Bristol. Hey, Organ. Great to hear from you. Thank you for being here. Right, so Garen says, can I do the cabin view during the GSX boarding? I have been so rushed at trying to get all this set up today. I am not even sure I've got that set up. I have updated GSX, but I've not turned any options on, so I don't know if that's actually going to work. We'll have to wait and see, I'm afraid. Matt says, welcome back. Thank you so much, Matt. Carl also as well saying that. Clever Driver, good evening to you. Stuart, ATC Swede, good to have you on board. Christopher is here as well. Chemical Tanker Driver, the scenery is from Borelli, available on I think it's Sim Market that you can get it from. So yeah, we'll check that out, as I say, once we get there. Hey Cube, good to see you as well. Lulu as well. Good to have you on board. Right, let's have a look and see what's occurring with the operational flight plan. The sun is just setting here in Luxembourg. Where is my flight plan? There it is. Oh, you know, we have not done this for so long, and suddenly everything you do automatically, you don't do automatically, and it's just a bit like messy, but hopefully it'll be fine. Right, let me have a look and see. Okay, so payload's fine, underloaded, takeoff way below max landing weight, that's fine, don't need to worry about that. Where the hell is that for the alternate? Is that Torino? Could be. I don't recognise that. Someone Google lymph for me. Where the hell's that? I think it's Torino. Might not be. Cross index of 4. Yeah, 37,000 feet. No wind today. That's fine. Shear rate's 1.1. That's fine as well. Looks like we're off to 4 today. 3-5 left. The arrival. I think there's some ATC down in Milan as well, so that'll be cool. Plug fuel, just under 5 tons, about 4.8, 4.9 tons. CNR 4, oh yeah, it is Torino, isn't it? Thank you. 2.1 tons, so that's fine. Right, there will be some terrain on our flight route today. That's probably when we get about 20 minutes into the flight or so. So always worth bearing in mind when you're crossing over the Alps. It's very short. It's a short flight, so we're going up, we've got the Alps, and then we're straight back down again. Weather is fine. 12 knot crosswind for departure today. Wind's looking fine in Milan. All Cat 1 for the alternates, which are Torino, Pisa, Linate, and yeah, the other Milan one. I forget what's it called. Something beginning with B. Let's have a look at the weather brief. Malpensa is Cavalcade, 24 degrees. Nice. Ooh, what's the date today? It's the 10th. Yeah, temporary, maybe thunderstorms. Oh, that could be interesting, couldn't it? A little bit later on, if a storm suddenly sits over the airfield, that could wreck our flight a little bit. Prob 40. Probably going to happen. That's gone midnight though, so I'm not going to be worried about that. Just check the alternates. Haven't got any thunderstorms planned. Oh, Torino's got a chance as well. Pisa looks fine. Yeah, they're all okay. They're all okay. Pisa's fine. So if the thunderstorms come in, then Pisa might be our go-to. There is the flight route then. I say it's not a long one today, and that is the weather. So on descent, yeah, bit of icing, bit of turbulence, usual stuff when the CBs aren't building, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's check the no times then. Aerodrome should not be considered as takeoff or en route or destination alternative overnight. Well, that's fine. Let's just have a look. Runway limited due to working process for within an hour. Okay, again, that's overnight work closures basically. ILS 6 localizer unserviceable. Okay. And RMP is available on request. Okay. Ooh, looks like they're doing some work which might be affecting the ILS here. That's interesting to note. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at Malpensa then. That is a lot of stuff which we really should read, but we probably aren't going to. We'll have a little look en route. Now this is interesting. Runway 31 right is closed. So that'll be closed when we get there, which is why we're expecting 35 left. So that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's the reason we're on 35 left. That's fine. Okay, so nothing major with regards to all of that. ATC Swede, mate, thank you so much for your very kind super chat. Says looking forward to a great stream. Thank you, ATC Swede, for being here tonight and joining us as well. Lulu says welcome back, congratulations on 10 million views. Here's to the next 10 million. Lulu, thank you so much, and thank you for your channel membership as well, Lulu, over the last 3 months. Sorry. Chris, Gav, looking at all the weather figures, saying all looks fine, usual stuff. I'm sat here thinking it's just words and numbers. There is a cheat to it. You know, I can even give you that very quickly. But what time is it? Well, we really need to start getting stuff sorted. But if you go down to the If you go down to the weather brief part of the flight, not the weather brief, sorry, the operational flight plan here. Remember, this is the Easyjet layout. Easyjet layout. There, see at the top where it says weather, and yes, as you say, it's all just numbers. Okay. Well, the left-hand column of the weather is the ceiling. So ceiling is 5,000 feet. If it's all the nines, it means that it's there's no clouds. Okay. The other side of the slash, the second column, is the visibility, so and that's in meters. So yeah, if it's basically the higher the numbers, the better the weather. That's the cheater's way of looking at that. So hope that helps. Hey, Flight Design, it's good to see you coming in. Right, let's go find our jet. And oh, what fuel are we taking? See, I told you I'd forget something. That's quite important as well, isn't it? Right, so there's that potential for thunderstorms. You know, we're nicely underloaded by 3.8 tons. If there's a chance of thunderstorms, I really don't want to be messing about. You might need to hold, might end up diverting. I tell you what, let's we could overkill this a little bit, really. Let's go with an extra couple of ton if we've got thunderstorms in the forecast. So we will take let's take 7 tons. We know we're going to be safe then. We're not going to be worrying about our fuel reserves then at that point, and we're not going to be overweight or anything like that. Yeah, so we're going to take 7 tons of fuel. Right, where's my plane? There she is. I say, this is freeware scenery for Luxembourg that you can see just there from flightsim.to. So I'm just going to tell the ground crew what it is I would like. 7 tons. It's not my money. It doesn't matter. Okay, see if GSX will spring to life then.
Truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do.
Where's this voice come from? GSX, I've not used the sim since GSX has had its update, so apologies if we're going to get some daft voices and things like that. Okay, yeah, that's looking great. Let's get on board. Beautiful. Carl, can you manually add extra fuel on the Fenix after you've done the sim brief plan? Mine just loads, but you don't use GSX.
Vehicles are on their way.
Yeah, you can, because you just you basically just hang on. You just basically go to the this page here, add more, press loading, and just do it as an instant load, and it should be fine. Right, I don't think we want any air traffic control here, which means I won't have any ATIS knocking about. So let's grab it off the. Let me just grab it off the tablet and see what we've got. Meta. We've got winds 290 at 11. Yes, that's that crosswind. Variant 25031. Visibility is 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds 3,011 degrees. QNH is 1011. No significant changes. Awesome. Igando, mate, thank you so much for your channel membership, and Cusius as well, mate. Thank you for continuing to support us. That is awesome. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to get yourselves in our Discord server and check out the VIP lounges and member lounges, etc. as well. All right, so aircraft is in its turnaround state. Well, pumps off, run external power packs are off. APU's obviously not running, which is fine. Spoilers, flaps, parking brake, gear extension, yeah, it's all good. Lovely. Okay, so that QNH is 1011. Real control panel. Let's monitor those and turn that down a little bit. That's fine. guard frequency 121.5. Make sure that's monitored. Switcher panel, thrust levers, engine mode, master selection. That's all okay as well. And Nick is celebrating 39 months of channel membership. Nick, that is incredible. 7 months until 4 years indeed. Wow, what an absolute legend you are, Nick. Thank you, mate. Really do appreciate that. Woodcut, is the Milan scenery out now? Yes, it is on Sim Market, so you can check that out when we arrive. See what it looks like. So I'll get the constraints on that. 1011. That's fine. Okay, let's have a look at the. Let's have a look at the operational flight plan. We'll start setting up the box. Where is it? There we go. Gary, will the Fenix be compatible with FlightSim 2024? It better be. Yes is the answer. Yes, should be. IRS 3.5 greens and aircraft status. Oh, that's fine until Thursday. Runs out on Thursday. Good. I did wonder actually, when not been in the sim for a while, did wonder when that had run out, but no, that's going to be fine. Okay, flight number Alpine. What are we? 46 Romeo Victor. Nick says he can hear rumbling. Is Christian starting his engines? Where is Christian on the cargo ramp somewhere? Cost index of 4. Temperature +1. And Flyboy John also celebrating 9 months of membership as well. Flyboy John, mate, thank you so much. Troppo is... oh, that's very close. We'll leave the Troppo. Do our wind request.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
I've got to work out how to turn those voices off. They're going to do my boxing. Right, what are we? 49.37.8. Yep. And 612. 9 east. Yep. West and Victor 11. There we are. Jayhawk, another 2 years of your life will never get back. It's your 2-year anniversary, Jayhawk. Mate, thank you so much. Oh, you've known me for many more than that, though. Unfortunately. Right, what are we cruising at today? 37,000. 54 degrees. Okay. Off on 24 on the Grotequin 2 Romeo departure. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's how I pronounce it. GSX is all about trying to get immersion, isn't it, Organ Aviator? And those voices do nothing for it. So that's that. Let's do the arrival. A little bit of Zulu approach onto 35 left, I'm reckoning. What are we on? The Rixov 3 Golf. Rixu 3 Golf. That'll be coming in by Inler as well, won't it? Yes, of course. Okay, so plan's got 346. I've got 344. Perfect. Okay. Radnav plate, then yeah, GTQ. Just hard tune that. Flyboy John, how do you get GSX to shut up? Very good question. I'm going to have to try and work that out myself. Didn't used to do it before this update. As I said in my video earlier today, GSX is great. But if FlightSim 2024 has all this passenger stuff done automatically without the need for GSX, then I'm sold. That's done. Okay, where's my load sheets? Lulu, I did see that video. Yes, I'm in no way can talk and speak with any authority for how the Indians do their air traffic control, but that to me, even if rules were slightly relaxed over there compared to the rest of the world, that to me looked very illegal. So I'm not quite sure. Presumably someone's knuckles are getting severely wrapped over that one. What would you do though? As a landing pilot in that situation, going around would be worse than landing, wouldn't it? And obviously the aircraft taking off, what are they going to do? They can't do anything. Both pilots literally in an unwinnable position there. I don't know, maybe the pilots that were landing could have seen when they were coming in there was an aircraft on the runway and thought, bugger this, I ain't landing, and you know, decided to call for the go around and cancel the approach earlier on, but we'll wait and read that report with interest. Right, zero fuel weight is 57.2. Ah. Okay, well it sounds like GSX are actually loading people because I can hear voices. So that is good. Zero fuel weight, yeah, what did I say? 57.2. And 33.
This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Alternate fuel is a ton. Right, do the flight planning. It says 5. We're taking 7 because of those forecast thunderstorms. Oh, shall I try and pop that in the right field? Try again. Takeoff weight of 64 tons. We're still below our max landing weight, so that's great. And CFG for departure 31.2. Lovely. So are passengers boarding then? If that is the case, are they around? I can't see anyone. Oh, well, I've got cabin crew. Well, they might come in a bit. Let's leave the door open. Remind me to shut that in a bit. So, what we're doing? Yeah, that's done. Okay, let's have a look at the takeoff performance calculator then. I'm actually going to do it on here rather than my actual tablet, just because I've got an intersection departure I want to try and use. If I just bring up the chart for it, if need be, I can get off of Charlie. I'm going to guess that ELLX Charlie might not be in there, so let's create it if we need to. It is dry. Intersection data, yeah, full length. We're going to add a custom one. So flaps 1.
Passengers boarding starting.
They're making a lot of noise to say they're not there. Is anybody coming? Nobody wants to fly with me. Alright, we'll give that another couple of minutes. Come back on here and have a look. So force organ no, INC ice off, packs off, takeoff weight 64, CFG 31.2.
Welcome on board. Boarding pass, please.
Okay, and we are going to add a custom intersection. Intersection ID is Charlie. Takeoff runway available.
Hello.
Takeoff runway available is 2850.
Hello. Good evening.
Oh! Try again.
Good evening.
Save that. Choose that.
Good evening. This way, please.
There we go. 136, 140, 140.
This way. Good evening. May I see your boarding pass? May I see your boarding pass?
What's the transition altitude here? I didn't actually check it. We've not looked through the chart yet. It is 5,000 feet. That's fine. The flex was 54. Are people coming on board? Oh yeah, look, there they are. And hang on, are they actually sitting down? Or are they disappearing? Oh, I think they're disappearing at the moment. I've clearly not got that set up just yet. Oh, are they?
Hello. Hello.
They might just be disappearing. We'll check the cabin in a bit.
This way, please.
Yeah, they're disappearing. Okay, well let's shut that because that's just ruining the immersion, isn't it? What am I doing? Flaps 1. Flex 54. I need to play around with the GSX settings. I've literally just updated it and started the sim, so it's not been done properly yet. Okay, thrust reduction acceleration values. Let's have a look at those. Uh, 2212, 4212. Oh, okay.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Yeah, noise abatement 1 here then.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat.
And the engine out 2212 as well.
These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing.
Engine up procedures, standard 2,800 feet, direct Whisker Lima uniforms NDB. Okay, secondary flight plan, copy
The
active.
seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Hold 068 left turns. Back to Luxembourg. And landing 24. No veer then. Okay, we'll just check what that looks like. Christian, your aircraft has no noise abatement departure procedure, it's just loud or very loud. Oh, I bet the residents will love you. Please take it into Geneva. Or better still, Nice. Right, the departure, just check how that looks. Straight out, and then a left turn. Where's my holding point? Where is my holding point? Whisker Lima uniform. Oh, there it is. Down there.
I hope you enjoy your drink.
Passengers boarding starting.
Okay, I'm not happy with this. This isn't right. Because, check this out. Minus 68 tons. I don't know where this waypoint is. Whiskey Lima uniform, NDB. But I don't think that's right. So let me just pull up the arrival chart for runway 24. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. We'll fly north to Delta India Kilo. Let's delete all that. Oh, wrong one. Hold information is inbound 120, right turns. There we go. There, fine. That's better. Alright then, so now that's taken care of. Passengers still boarding. Let's get ready to. Oh, the lights come on. Let's do an airport. Let's do a departure brief, and then we'll. We should be good to go.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
All right then. So, if we're ready for the brief, let's crack on. So, we've already spoken about the overall how the flight should plan out. Should be okay, but there's a chance of thunderstorms when we get to Milan. So. We need to keep an eye on the weather as we're on our way. Aircraft is fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar. Sadly, today that would probably be a no-go because I wouldn't want to take this aircraft with no weather radar into a place where potential thunderstorms are building. No times for the departure. We're going to push back face from Victor 11 south on Lima 4, and then it's taxiing on Bravo to Charlie, hold Charlie, and then we've got departure on runway 24. Quite a short taxi there, so we'll start both engines. No need to do a single engine taxi. Some short taxis, so that's a little bit of a threat because we've got lots to do in a very little time. So we'll do things like flight control checks now once we've been pushed back rather than whilst we're trying to taxi and do other things. The departure, straight out contact approach as soon as we have departed if they're online. The departure is straight out then with a left turn passing 892. Get the autopilot on, that'll sort that out for us. No speed restrictions, so that's fine. Clean up on schedule as we go. MSA is 4,000 feet, and the initial climb is also 4,000 feet as well, taking us to that Grostequin VOR. So that departure looks pretty straightforward, and actually no real terrain on the charts either. So the biggest threat for me then is just a bit of unfamiliarity with the airport. Don't know it, don't depart out of it. Can't remember the last time I was here actually. So yeah, just keep our wits about us. Short taxi. Other than that, I think everything else is pretty straightforward. With regards to the engine out procedure then, it is standard. So we shall push then to level off 2100, pull the heading bug, continue straight out, tidy everything up, and then it's a right turn to the dig holding point where we will hold 4,000 feet at MSA and then come back in. That is the plan. I think all of that is done. Right, final load sheet looks like it's come through as well. Let's double check that. Takeoff weight is 63.9, 138, 4 children, and 31.1. Excellent. No LMCs. Fantastic. So, final check. We've got no air traffic control. No, we don't. Let's get the APU started then. 7 tons of fuel has been loaded. I'll check that's balanced in a moment. So 7 tons of fuel and balanced. Good. Fuel pumps on. Seatbelt signs on. And we'll tell GSX to start getting into position. Oh, Nick, have you just had a crash to desktop? Ouch. After all that setting up as well, I know. Right, cockpit preparation checklist. Aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 7 tons. Balance, seatbelt signs are on. It is 3 enough green. And Barra FQNH 1011, 1,220 feet. G-Cook Scotland says need to switch on the feature in the config part of the GSX installer. Oh, right, okay. Also, if you add liveries after you switch it on, you need to switch it off, switch it back on again. Right. Fair enough. I'll have to try and remember to do that. I shall do my best. APU is available. Disconnect external power. APU bleed on. Luxembourg traffic, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, stand Victor 11, pushing back facing south on Lima 4. Hey Planet Gen X, hope you're doing well, thank you for joining us. Okay, before start checklist, I'll run that in a moment. Beacon light is on. Transponder.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, parking brake is on, takeoff data is confirmed, windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode, doors are closed, not armed, and beacon light is on. Parking brakes released.
Release parking brakes, starting push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Right, nose wheel steering is disconnected, engine mode selected to ignition. Starting engine 1.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Carl, I have tried the SimBrief one. Yes. ISA conditions, when the weather is absolutely perfect, as expected for the temperature, it's not bad, you know, it's okay. Unfortunately, the weather is very rarely perfect conditions, so it does start to falter, particularly on shorter runways and when it's wet, that kind of thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, life jackets and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
Starting engine 2.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat.
That
Put it
really
over
does
your
look
head.
like quite a funky
Pass the
departure,
tape
doesn't
around
it?
your waist.
Look at this.
Click together and pull the strap to adjust.
Fly away from the city
Do not
and
inflate
then you can
inside the
continue.
aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention.
That's fine, thank you for the
We
follow.
also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
Okay, engine 1's happy, engine 2 is happy as well.
We will shortly be dimming the lights. You can turn on a reading light using the controls above your head or in your armrest.
Agile's not required, APU is off. Spoilers, rudder, flaps 1, trim.
Cabin crew cease for takeoff.
Hello.
Hi Gavin, all the passengers are on board and we're ready to go. I'll bring you a cup of tea after we've taken off.
Thank you. Alright, there she is. She needs to move before I can. Before we do that though, let's do the flight control check as well. I said we're going to do it now rather than when we're trying to taxi. After start checklist, anti-ice is off, ECAM status is checked, pitch trims 31.2 and rudder is neutral. Okay, so flight control check. We've got full left, full right, neutral, full up full down, neutral rudder, full right, full left, and neutral. Luxembourg traffic, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, taxiing via Lima 4 Bravo and holding at Charlie for departure runway 24. Chris, we've now got to use GSX to confirm good engine start. Have we? Or why do they do stuff like this? Interrupt pushback. No, I don't want to interrupt
Luxembourg
pushback.
traffic, Alpine at 262, stand Bravo 6, pushing back and start.
I've got a really good engine start. They are on fire. This is where GSX can mess me up though, isn't it? Because it won't release the steering. Do you know what? Interrupt. Yeah, interrupt it. Oh, you haven't. Oh, there we go. Thank God for that. Oh, come on GSX. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Master caution, cancel that. And seismic fault, disregard, clear recam. Oh, how annoying.
Luxembourg traffic, Antonov, 2 Mike Papa, taxiing runway holding point 24 via Alpha.
Antonov. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we've got no LMCs, engine out procedure is standard, 2,100 feet, level off. Departure is noise abatement 1, straight out with a left hand turn, initial climb 4,000. Test jet list flag controls have been checked, flaps and incoming 1, FMA is alt nav blue? What? Alt nav blue? That's interesting. Why do I have alt nav blue? It's very interesting. Alt nav blue, FD124,000 blue. Radar and predictive wind shear are on. Ecam memo, takeoff no blue. EFB stowed and disconnected. I'm now racking my brains to think, what have I missed? Why have we got alt nav blue and not climb nav blue? Software glitch. I have seen stranger things in real aircraft.
Luxembourg traffic, Alpine 262 is taxiing via Lima 2, Bravo 1, Alpha, and holding point Alpha 2 for runway 24.
No, Christian, it should be climb nav blue, not alt nav blue. Climb should be armed. Although I've been away a week and a half now, you've got me doubting it. Pretty sure it should be climb nav blue. Right, is this Charlie? Yes, it is.
Luxembourg traffic, Antonov 2 Mike Papa, lining up runway 24 and departing Golf Tango Quebec for X-ray departure.
Yeah, Luxembourg traffic, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor is now going to hold very short of Charlie for runway 24 for the departing Antonov. don't think it's going to look like an Antonov 124, but never mind. Do I have to wait 10 minutes now for your wake vortices to dissipate? What wake turbulence is this aircraft in? Five to 10 minutes, flight designs, Dark. Screw that. So what are you actually coming up at? Oh, you're coming up as an A380. Okay. Not quite Antonov, but at least you're big. And white. In all fairness, though, we will definitely respect the weight. Now, Flight Simulator 2024. While we wait, do we think wake vortices might be something that is actually going to be something we see in that? Could be, couldn't it? I'm still confused as to why I've got Alt Nav there. Performance, takeoff, X phase. Managed. 4,000 feet. Yeah, that's strange. We'll see what happens on departure. Christian, I was just checking that. No, make no difference. Software glitch it is. So we're now just waiting for that, whatever the wake vortices to dissipate. It is a little bit windy. Got like a 12 knot crosswind, I think, here today, so that helps, which is good. And it's been a couple of minutes now, so we'll get lined up. And Luxembourg traffic, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, lining up runway 24 via Charlie.
Luxembourg traffic, Alpine 262, lining up runway 24 with intersection takeoff ahead.
Lineup checklist. Cabin secured, takeoff runway is 24 via Charlie. TCAS, TARA, and packs 1 and 2 are off. That's not it. Doesn't actually. It's not making any difference. Is that? I'll pull it and push it, and it's not going to make any difference. See what it does on takeoff. Let's be aware of that. Okay, another 20 seconds, and then we shall stoke the fire. Chris, I've got the mini FCU, I've got a mini overhead panel as well, I've got a McDo as well, I've got the Thrustmaster Captain's Pack, so the less I have to touch the mouse, the better, really. Luxembourg traffic, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, departing runway 24 in section Charlie, cross Queen 2 Romeo departure. Right, take off. Let's see what the FMAs do. So, winds from the right, engine 2 critical, stable, set takeoff thrust, man flex, SRS runway. Oh, of course it's Alt Nav. It's noise abatement 1. Yeah. Mystery solved. 100 knots. V1. Rotate. I also forgot the auto thrust blue call. Keep forgetting that's now new. Nav. Positive climb, gear up. Thrust climb, SRS. Autopilot 1 engaged. Packs on. Good night, Luxembourg. That really does look nice, actually, doesn't it? And speed. Alt start. Okay, no ATC. Let's continue our climb. Thrust climb. Open climb. And standard pressure 160 blue.
Luxembourg traffic, Alpine at 262, taking off runway 24 on the Gulf.
Flap 0, spoils the sound.
Denied.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time.
Spoilers, flaps, gear, lights.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you a chance to purchase from a selection of fresh food available for you. All details can be found in your in-flight booking. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar.
This is a nice long runway, isn't it, Luxembourg? Is it another 4,000 metre runway?
Credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we give you any further
Richard, mate, thank you for your membership. Really appreciate your support.
cabin shortly.
What I thought was really nice in the scenery there, I don't know if you noticed as we were rolling, we were doing an intersection departure. Initially the runway looked quite small, but it was on an incline. You got over the hump and then you saw the rest of the runway in front of you and realised actually, yeah, it is nice and long. Olivero for cargo looks, yes of course, they're amazing 747s. Cabin crew released. Right, 10,000 feet, let's get airports on the EFIS. RadNav page. I'll clear that out. And cost index 0. Secondary flight plan, copy active. See what signs can come off. Oh, and Flight Designs has just discovered he's got no autopilot. Failure is on you. Right, I don't think we're having a problem with our climb today. 370, yeah, it's going to be fine. And 370 blue, up we go. We are crossing the Alps, so always worth, when doing that, popping DGAD into the fixes page. 225 and 90. And that should give us the Alp line. There it is. Tasman says the ETA time has slipped to another dimension again. Yeah, it does that a lot, sadly. Don't worry about it. The actual ETA, according to the box, is just under an hour. That will probably... it will probably be about... I think 50 minutes was meant to be the actual flight time. And we've been airborne for what? 8, I think? So, not too long. Although this is the Alps, were very rainy and misty when you drove through the other day. Drove through? That sounds like some a beautifully scenic road trip, Lulu. But living in Scotland, was it not just like home, but with steeper hills? It's usually wet, rainy and misty up there anyway, isn't it? Right, we're on our way. Milan Centre is still online. I don't know if they'll be online when we get there. We'll wait and see. If you have enjoyed the flight and the departure and the briefing and all of that rubbish, then please do show us some support by hitting the like button as well. A reminder, of course, our channel partners, you can support the channel when purchasing any of your inner build products by using the link in the video description or at the top of the chat. And if you want to get any scenery from the Contrail store or add-ons, etc., they've literally got thousands, then you can support us, again, using the links provided, and you can even get yourself a nice 10% off as well if you use that discount code. Flight Designs, if you've got no failures and you can't engage the autopilot, my guess would be you've got an input somewhere. So something is controlling an input to an aileron or a rudder or a roll spoiler, something like that. That's the only thing I can think of. If you've got no failures and you're not in any alpha mode protections. Yax, is this the Malpensa Aerosoft I've advertised? No, we spoke about this earlier. It's not. This is Borelli. Didn't even know this was on the horizon. It dropped, I don't know if it was yesterday, I think. So yeah. We'll see what it's like when we get there. Dearest Monk, Inabuild A320 Neo, you accidentally did the throttle calibration and don't know how to reset it back to normal because all my throttle inputs go into Diesel Altoga. I would just work through... you obviously have your whatever hardware you use for your throttle for all your aircraft. But in the Inabuild aircraft, because of the way the Airbus works, you must go through the calibration settings because otherwise it will not work properly. Airbus thrust levers do not work like normal aircraft thrust levers. Aviate says you're looking forward to crossing the pond in a hot air balloon. Wonder how far you will get. Commander Andrews, welcome. So I don't know if we'll pick up any air traffic control en route. Say, I know Milan are online at the moment. Flight Designs, it's alive, no idea what. What is it? What is the autopilot working now? I just know if they add walking around, can we walk the pond? Just get a cruise ship. I'm sure someone must have made a cruise ship add-on. Dearest Monk, if that doesn't work, I would join our Discord server, and there's people on there far more knowledgeable than me will probably be able to help you. I could only help you when it comes to this aircraft. When it comes to computers and hardware, I'm not much use. Flight Designs is now working, no idea why. But your airspeed wasn't low or anything daft like that, was it? I tell you, the Airbus is a fickle aircraft sometimes. The amount of pictures I've seen of that pilots have posted going, what's it doing? Why is it doing this? It's perfectly flyable, perfectly safe. But the old Airbus adage, what's it doing now? Is often bounded about. The main thing is, as long as you're safe, who cares? I think I've only once had to fly manually the entire way on a flight. And I say the entire way, we weren't doing a long flight, we were flying from... It was the very, very early days of the channel. I think it might have been Inverness down to Newcastle, which I don't even think is a real route anymore. But I'm certain we were doing a flight like that, and I had to fly the entire thing manually. Endochrome, are we doing ILS approach today? Yes, we will be. Flight Designs, couldn't see anything wrong, this is why I fly Boeing. Yeah, because they never have problems. Christian is right, of course. The fly-by-wire technology means even if you've got a hand fly the thing, it's still easy. Point and shoot. Had to do that in a Boeing. God. Well, nah. No thank you. D. Curran says was on a flight yesterday from Philadelphia to Halifax, was having issues with the cabin pressure, fiddled with it till I realised the passenger boarding door was open at 26,000 feet. Oh, you mean in the simulator, not in real life. Thank God for that. I was going to say, I'm pretty certain I would have seen that on the news. Carl, have I ever considered the Viprol stick over the Thrustmaster? Not at the moment. You know, in a perfect world, yes, but you know, got to be realistic. Got young mouths to feed and a mortgage to pay. Aviate Qantas 72 flew manually Singapore to Perth 2008. Yeah, it did. Was that the flight with all the failures? LB says the reason I love the 737 is because of how complicated it can be. Why? Why would you want complications, LB? Work smarter, not harder. Commander Andrews, when you get into VATSIM, you'll never want to go back. Promise you that. Promise you that. Right, well, it's not a long flight, this one, so let's just have a quick look at the arrival. I mean, the arrival into Milan's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Yeah. Literally fly over the airport because you're going to be too high, because otherwise you'll have flown into an Alp. And yeah, downwind, left base, and final. 4,000 feet at Inler, 190. Yeah, straightforward. One of the easier arrivals to do, as long as the weather's behaving. Just check the ILS approach. Yeah, 3 degrees, nothing out of the ordinary there. Minimum's usual 200 feet. Platform altitude 3,000. Let's have a look. Military Airport Kamiri to the left. Don't land there. Force localizer captures maker. Take maximum caution. 160 knots at 5 miles from touch. That's the maximum speed. Can the Antonov do that? And 190 Inler. That's fine. So pretty much gives you your configuration for you, doesn't it? Yeah. Roughly, it's going to be a green dot from Urkrez. Then flaps 2 at Inler. Or flaps 1 at Inler. Flaps 2 at Ekpop. Easy stuff. Just approach 4,000 feet. And then where are we going when we've landed? Let's have a quick look. So we're on 35 left tonight, because 35 right will be closed. That will be a roll far to the end. You know what, I'm not even going to use auto brake. Our terminal is here, terminal 2, so we might as well, if we can, roll all the way down, get off at either Delta Mike, Delta Echo, or, you know, if we're not slowing down much, even get off at Echo Mike. If the traffic behind us, we'll get off quicker, but if not, then long roll out. Yeah. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. Famous last words. I'll park at one of the stands at Terminal 2. LB was my favourite thing about the A320. It's ergonomics. It's just beautifully laid out. Everything is where you need it, and the flows are almost common sense. Aviation Bob 737, thank you for the follow, appreciate that. Amagross, good afternoon to you. Lula says, can't wait for the 777 to release, and TRS confuses everyone who thinks it works similar to the Airbus Auto Trim. I think when the 777 drops, it will explode the PMDG servers. So many people are waiting for it. Endochrome is auto trim part of the fly-by-wire. Yes, it is. Yep. So there, you can see that moving, and I'm not doing that. Right, can we get the Easyjet for Milan? See if we can pick it up. 13637.
QNH1004 hectopascals. Runway conditions code 555. Contamination wet. You have received ATIS information. Bravo.
Oh, interesting.
This is Limit 8's arrival and departure information. Bravo at time 1950. Runway in use 35. Transition level 75. When touchdown 230 degrees 5 knots. Stop end 230 degrees 5 knots. When direction variable between 190 degrees and 280 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds view at 3000. Temperature 2.17. QNH1004 hectopascals. Runway conditions code 555. Contamination wet. You have...
Ah, the runways like the old boy band. Okay, so Macon Cruise and TCAS 2 below. Cosinix is back up to 4. She sounds a bit concerned about saying the number 5 repeatedly, Christian, doesn't she? Doesn't she? So, yeah, that's copy active. That's fine. Alright. So I'm just setting the box up now for our arrival. Three 5 left. Throw a 9-mile radius around that. Mike, Papa, and the box. And the Clever celebrating 6 months of channel membership, saying currently playing Minecraft, the polar opposite of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Can you fly in Minecraft? If you can, I bet my lad knows how. He spends his life on that thing. Right, let's throw some information here. 1004, the QNH. Temperature is 23. Winds are currently 2305. A little tailwind then as we're arriving. Config 3 because it's a long runway and I want to get to the end of it. And what were the minimums again for that? Hey, Nolex, didn't see you loiter in there. Yeah, runway visual range is fine. And 896. There we go. VAT 143, clean 227. That will drop though, obviously, as we get a little bit lighter. Okay, what's that landing weight going to be? It's going to be 57, 58, 59, 60, 61 and a half tons. Let's base it on 62 tons then. Okay, and let's do some landing calculations. So, because it's wet, we need to work on medium pour. Grab the meta, apply that, work on 62 tons. Flap 3. So, idle reverse will be adequate enough. 7 knot tailwind. Actual landing conditions will be thus. Fine. Alright then, so with all of that done and rattled through, let's go through the brief. Eastbirds is in the house. Hey Eastbirds! Feel like it's been ages since I've seen you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, as we're back for the first time in a while. Okay, so on with the brief. So we're expecting the Rixov arrival. Our plan will be green dot then as we're approaching 561. Flaps 1 in the base, flaps 2 as we get past Inler and pick up the glide. 4,000 feet course at Inler, and then platform altitude 3,000 feet. Normal 3-degree approach. All of that is fine. Nice long runway, and the plan will be to roll out for as long as we can with a flaps 3 landing. Runway conditions wet. We've done the we've done the necessary procedures to check that we are going to be fine with that. Once we have landed, then we will vacate. It'd be Delta Mike, Delta Echo, or if we're very lucky, Echo Mike, up to Terminal 2 at the top there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so threats then for our arrival with this. Okay, obviously we've got the Alps coming up, so we're going to steer clear of those as we come in. We've got terrain to the north of the airport. We know about that. MSA as we're coming in is 10,300 feet, so obviously quite high. ATC are online, so that's great because we have also departing aircraft using this runway as well, even with the tailwind. The tailwind then is the next little threat to think about. So because we have got a tailwind, chances are I'm going to cut power a little bit earlier and start the flare a little bit sooner to try and get that smoother touchdown. It might be a tad more flare than normal. Not much, but a little bit more than what we're used to. We spoke about the terrain, that is fine. Threat on arrival, got airport visually to our left. Cameri, don't land at it, and that'll be fine. I'm sure we won't, but there we go. And 5 miles from touchdown, max speed is 160. That's obviously fine as well. False localizer captures may occur, take maximum cautions. Missed approach is straight out, climbing 4,000 feet and at just over 1,400 feet, but not before 702. Left turn, max speed 210 knots, so that'll be flaps 1. Left turn to take up the hold at Igfall. Awesome, right, and that is our top of descent. So, let's begin. And descent, up blue, and 2,000 blue, down we go. Leon, 10. 10 million, not 30 million. I wish 30 million, but no, 10. But thank you anyway. What's our company message? Eight minutes delayed, never mind. Avi asking Lulu, what do you guess the price of the 777 would be? Oh, I don't know, about $160 million. But in the flight simulator, probably about 80. 70, 80. Although the 737 was what, 50? Which I thought was very fair. A bit like the Phoenix, to be honest. So we're about 60 miles from Rixov, which is the start of our star. So we'll contact ATC before we get there. Now, it has been a short flight. We should probably do a fuel check. I know we've got loads of fuel, but I just want to check we're not leaking anything hideously. I've not even done the SD page check yet. Make sure nothing's broken untowards there. So we've used about 2 tons of fuel anyway, which is fine. That adds up. So cabin pressure's fine. The electrics are all fine. Yes, yes. That seems a bit warm. Might turn the temperature down a tad. Passengers will be complaining they're too hot. Who's the developer of Milan? It is Borelli, so we'll have a look at that in well, in about 25 minutes, I reckon. Flight times, will I fly the 777 or would it be like the 737 only a few flights? I would. Do you know what? There is something about it that makes me think I'd quite like to get my hands on it and fly a transatlantic flight. Something I really want to do. I need to find a day to do this. Who would be up for a full day transatlantic crossing? I really want to do. I was at Manchester the other day with my kids, and we saw the Air Transat A321 Neo come in. I thought, it's incredible that that little thing crosses the Atlantic. I really want to do that. Really, really fancy doing that from Toronto Pearson. So if I can carve some time out to do that, that'd be brilliant. But if you're going to do a flight like that, definitely want the community here. Otherwise it's very lonely 7 hours. Hey, Elliot's in the house as well. Good to see you, Elliot. I've just realised you've been there gambling away for a while. Right, let's go full speed, 270. Okay, so we can see the Alps coming up, well, literally. My jet's aiming down towards them. If we had a depressurization now, I'd be making a 180 and on the way back. Once we've crossed this line, though, we carry on. And that's how it works. Oh, Lulu, don't you worry, I've already got your card marked to get in touch. When it comes to transatlantic stuff, obviously I know very little. It's not my baby. Eric, sir, welcome to channel membership. Really appreciate that, Eric. Really generous of you. Great to have you on board tonight. And I do appreciate that support very much. It is so great to see so many of you back after a horribly rotten week last week. And it's the kind of thing like this when you do a flight, everyone's here, and you just get the bug to want to do more and more and more and more. Trust me, if I didn't have to work, then I'd be here all the time, every day. Chris, not tonight, I'm afraid. Right, we've got the constraints on. The only problem with turning those on the approaches into the Italian airports is, look at that. The navigation screen just lights up purple. Organ Aviator, mate, thank you so much for your really generous £5 super chat saying, oh, we've got 3 exams left. You must be so excited. I know how hard you have been studying for these organ. And I can still remember, yes, I am old, but I can still remember my last exam and walking out of school. And that weight, that pressure that's no longer there is just, yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely awesome. So 3 more to go. Keep going, and of course the 21st of June, around that, we will look at doing the flight that you wanted to do as well, Organ. So that is definitely on my radar, along with a cargo flight as well. Funnily enough, down to Milan Malpensa, wasn't it? I thought we ordered that, but yeah, that will be a cargo flight down here from East Midlands, I think. We've also got a flight to the Anti-Alaska airport, which we may have to make that a members only stream, because I don't see that going well. And Eric, mate, after becoming a member, gifting 10 Easyjet Zim Pilot channel memberships. What a way to make an entrance to your membership, Eric. That is incredibly generous. Thank you so much. Welcome to all our brand new channel members, courtesy of Eric. What a legend. Thank you so much, mate. Really, really do appreciate that. Right, are ATC still online? Let's have a look. Milano radar are indeed online, 12675. Someone needs to mod the Phoenix so the radio dials turn faster.
I03, dopo il decollo procederemo a sinistra e riporteremo su Abizzate, Malpex 1603.
Was that the ATC or a pilot? I don't want to step back on, step into somebody. Milan radar, good evening, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, A320 information Bravo, flight level 200, and we are inbound Rixov.
Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor.
5000, now ready to resume our normal navigation to Inler Malpi 305.
Malpi 305, clear direct Inler, via Inler, clear LS Zulu 35, report established.
Roger, now right direct to Inler, and via Inler clear the LS Zulu approach runway 35, left will call established Malpi 305.
I'm going to have to get down quick now because I've been held flight
Anton
level
to Mike
200.
Papa, turn left heading 090, continue descend, flight level 100.
Left 090 and descend flight level, flight level 70, Anton off to Mike Papa.
Flight level 100, 100.
Oh, flight level 100, Anton off to Mike Papa.
Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, Roma, correction, Milano, radar identified, clear the Dixu 3 Echo arrival for the LS Zulu, runway 35 left, descend flight level 120.
Cleared the Rixov 1 Echo arrival, descend flight level 120 and expect ILS 35 left, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor.
Milano, ciao, buonasera.
So sound open descent 120 blue, one that speed up.
180 inbound, Mike Charlie 588, information echo on board for Mebu 3 Echo arrival, ILS Zulu 35 left.
Different arrival.
121 Milano radar echo correct, continue descend flight level 100, ILS Zulu runway 35 left, yes.
100 and ILS Zulu 35 left, data 121.
Malpex 1603, riportiamo su Abizzate e per per le prossime intenzioni è possibile fare un passaggio su Vergiate, poi Gallarate, poi procediamo con l'atterraggio su Malpensa, Malpex 1603.
So we're going round to the left instead of the right. Let me get the other chart up then.
Nessun traffico riportato su Vergiate.
Procediamo su Vergiate, nessun traffico riportato, Malpex 1603.
Makes little difference.
Juliet Zulu, turn left heading 0.
We're just going round to the left.
Zulu, runway 35 left, report dispatch.
Rather than the right.
020 and cleared the RLS 35 left down. We will report when established runway 38, Juliet Zulu.
Antonov 2 Mike Papa, thanks for the cooperation. Clear direct Mike Charlie 761. Continue descend fly level at 0980.
Direct Mike Charlie 761 and descend flight level 90 for Antonov 2 Mike Papa.
With 088, descend altitude 4000, QNH 1005.
Descending 4000, QNH 1005 is 088.
Establish last 035 left, Malpi 305.
Malpi 305, wind 210 knots, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 35 left, Malpi 305.
Itaro 121, descend the
Chris, thanks for joining us, mate. Good to see you. See you next time. Brent Smith, good morning to you.
6005, Itaro 121.
Lulu, yeah, I am indeed expecting the shortcut, which is why
Charlie 756, sorry.
We've wound the speed up and we're getting down.
Direct Mike Charlie 756, Antonov 2 Mike Papa.
I don't want to fly all of this. Although there's an Antonov in the way, so I might end up doing.
Malpex 1603 su Vergiate.
Malpex 1603, copiato, nessun traffico riportato in pista.
Malpex 1603, possiamo procedere su Gallarate, Malpex 1603.
Malpex 1603, copiato, riporterà con il campo in vista.
Thank you for the sub, Hugh.
Malpex 1603, riporteremo campo in vista, Gallarate, Malpex 1603.
Right, that's flight 120 coming up. Speed.
London radar, good evening.
Seatbelt signs on.
Descending through flight level 200 inbound Rixup.
Alpine 262 Milan radar, squawk 1000, clear Rixup 3 echo arrival, S Zulu runway 35 left, descend flight level 150.
Squawk 1000, the Rixup 3 echo for 35 left, descend flight level 150, Alpine 262.
And Ryanair 38, Juliet Zulu, established 35 left.
3 echo, with you.
Lufthansa 7 Echo Milano radar, ciao, continue descend flight level 130, expect ILS Zulu runway 35 left.
So I can see traffic here, about 70.5 miles out. We've been held at the moment. So I'm just going to push that for managed speed and slow down again until we start going down.
88, right heading 270.
Heading 270, visa 88.
Antonov 2 Mike Papa, descend altitude 5000, QNH 1005.
Descend 5000 feet, QNH 1005, Antonov 2 Mike Papa.
Chris, mate, thank you so much.
Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, continue descend flight level 090.
Send altitude, flight level 090, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor. Where's the transition altitude here? 6,000, that's fine. Flight level 90, we're in open descent. I'll pull speed and wind that back up again now. And get down.
With 088 and rated in 320, clear.
So I've got another aircraft here.
35 left, report established.
320, clear ILS35 left Zulu, report established B088.
Right, 10,000 feet's coming up, so we need to wind that speed down anyway. Right, manage our speed, spoilers, landing lights.
And Antonov to Mike Papa, expedite your descent to 5,000, please.
Expedite descent.
And activate the approach phase. Antonov, expedite your descent. Shut off 4 engines. That'll do it.
Ryanair 38 Juliet to Zulu, we are established there, but could we take the visual?
Ryanair 38 Zulu,
Is that the Antonov?
35 left, clear for the visual approach.
Clear for the visual, 35 left, Ryanair.
I think it is, you know.
Juliet.
This is meant to be the Antonov. Give Christian a wave. He's 2,000 feet beneath us.
Zulu, maintain 180 knots until 6 GM.
180 till 6D, Ryanair 38.
Speed breakaway. Ronnie, good morning from Brisbane.
Maintain 160 until 6.
Speed 160 until 6 with 88, reducing now.
Antonov to Mike Papa, turn right heading 270.
Turn right heading to 70, Antonov to Mike Papa.
So I think he's going to get the Antonovs directly underneath us. I think yeah, it's just a speed underneath us somewhere. Get him across here, round, established, and then we'll get the long final.
Malpex 1603, negativo, fammi una 2 orbite a destra, però non perché un sacco di traffico.
Although,
Orbiteremo a destra, Malpex 1603.
just have a look at the profile. Oh no, we're okay. We're okay.
Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, descend altitude 6000, QNH 1005.
Send altitude 6000, QNH 1005, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor.
Antonov 2 Mike Papa, turn right heading 320, clearless Zulu, runway 35 left, report established.
Right,
6000 blue,
QNH
1005.
left, and we're
approach checklist. Barrett QNH 1005. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are 8, 9, 6. Auto brake not required. EFB is stowed.
Katai 70038, push and start approved facing south.
Now,
Facing south, push and start approved, Cathay 03.
something's gone wrong with the box. Ignore this. We are not 2,000 feet too high. Always do your own calculations, because the Airbus can mess up occasionally. In real life, not just in the sim. Do your own calculations,
Alpine
because
46 Romeo Victor, turn right heading 320, clearless Zulu, runway 35 left, report established.
right heading 320 and cleared ILS runway 35 left. Will report established Alpine 46 Romeo Victor.
Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, descend for altitude 4000.
And descend altitude 4000, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Yeah, so look, 10,000 feet is about 30 miles. We are just passing 7,000 feet. We've got 20 miles. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. I'm not concerned we're not going to make it.
Alpha, descend altitude 6000, QNH 1005.
Plus, did I put my magic range rings on?
Alpine 262, turn left heading 090.
It's just starting to update now.
Left heading
Actually.
090, Alpine 262.
Antonov 2 Mike Papa, established on the localizer.
Antonov 2 Mike Papa, copy.
Actually, that looks very strange.
180 knots until 8 miles.
Maintaining 180 until 8 miles. Antonov 2 Mike Papa.
What is that? Okay, my navigation database seems royally screwed up. This ring should be around the runway threshold. Okay, well, we are not going to worry about that now.
Mike Lima X-ray 1603 continua a orbitare sotto vento destro, pista 35 destra.
Malpex 1603 continueremo ad orbitare
India Mike Alpha is
per
identified.
pista 35 destra, Malpex 1603.
21 miles to run. I have no idea what's going on here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Wizard 88, wind 21020 knots, runway 35 left, clear.
Wrong airport.
Runway 35 left, stay to land, Wizard 88.
Itaro 121, turn left heading 020, descend altitude 5000.
That's better.
Left 020 and descend 5000, Itaro 11.
Alpine 262, clear direct Mike Charlie 756, descend flight level 10.
Direct Mike Charlie 756 and descend flight level 100, Alpine 262.
Okay. Gladstone lock blue Cat 3 dual about 1 and 2. What are the chances of the two Italian runways both having the same, two Italian airports both having the same runway? They do, of course.
1621, you can proceed direct.
Otherwise, it would have just said, can't find the waypoint. Waypoint doesn't exist. Right, Logstar.
Itaro 121, proceed direct Hiller via Hiller, clear direct Zulu, runway 35 left.
VS 100.
Direct Hiller, clear ILS Zulu 35 left, Itaro 121.
Ryanair A320 Juliet Zulu, welcome to Malpensa, taxi Whiskey Romeo, stand 501.
Whiskey Romeo 501, Ryanair 38 Zulu.
Cathay 038 ready for taxi, please.
6000, KNH 1005. Alpine 262, continue descent 6000, KNH 1005.
Continue descent 6000, QNH 1005, Alpine 262.
Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, establish 35 left.
546 Romeo Victor, Roger, continue approach.
Cathay 038 ready to taxi, please.
So I've just made that a 4-mile ring. No, I haven't. I've made it a 12-mile ring. That's 4,000 feet. That's where we'll intercept that glide slope.
Cathay 038, run taxi point Golf Whiskey, runway 35 left via Yankee and Golf.
Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1.
Yankee, Golf Yankee to Golf Whiskey for 35 left, Cathay 038.
And Antonov 2 Mike Papa, wind 21020 knots, runway 35 left, clear to land. The traffic is an Alpha Sierra 50 at 1000 orbiting on the right downwind of runway 35 right.
35 left, clear to land, and we have traffic on tickets. Antonov 2 Mike Papa.
With the 88, welcome to Malpensa, taxi stand 503 via Whiskey and Romeo.
Like the Antonov cares about traffic. It just
stand
eats
503
him
via
up.
Whiskey and Romeo, Wizard 88.
There's the airport on the chart that we're not supposed to land at. Okay, remember we're going to have a bit of a tailwind, so let's get flaps 2 out now for that drag. Flaps 2, speeds checked. Flaps 2.
801, descend altitude 4000 to intercept.
4000, Itaro 112.
Glide slope. Star, missed approach altitude. 4,000 feet. Set. I think we've got a ground frequency as well. Best tune that. 136375. So now it would be camera crew seats for landing. So keep an eye on the tailwind.
Alpine 262, turn right heading 2990, descend altitude 4000.
Right heading 292 and descend 4000, Alpine 262.
2990.
Sorry, heading 292, Alpine 262.
Okay, speeds managed. Gear down. Spoilers armed. Lights on. Flaps 3. Speeds checked.
Romeo Victor,
Flaps 3.
wind 210 knots, runway 35 left, clear to land. Traffic is Alpha Sierra 50, an helicopter orbiting on the right downwind for runway 35 right.
Clear to land, Alpine 46, Romeo Victor 35 left. Landing checklist, cabin secured, go around altitude 4,000 feet.
Mike Papa, welcome
Eco memo, landing,
Milan,
no,
Malpensa,
blue.
taxi to stand 717 via Whiskey and Zulu.
Whiskey Zulu stand 717, thank you very much, not enough to my papa.
Alpine 262, turn right heading 320, PLS Zulu, runway 35 left, report established.
Right heading 320 and cleared for the ILS Zulu 35 left, report established, Alpine 262.
Should have mentioned, well, I think the runway is really wide runway, so let's not fall foul of that picture. Keep an eye on the Packers.
1603, visto il traffico, se non è un problema pensavo di passare su Vergiate
What about
e
our
entrare
control?
sull'aeroporto da sinistra guardando verso nord, Malpex 1603.
1,000 feet.
Malpex 1603, accoppiato, nessun traffico.
3 reds, just correct for that.
Verciano.
We will have a tour around this airport when we get there, the new Borelli scenery. Stable. 9 knots. Is that a Cathay Pacific departing?
100 above. Minimum
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Cathay 038 heavy, line up and wait, runway 35 left.
Line up and wait, 35 left.
Spoilers for screen, decel. Idle.
And Cathay 038 be ready for an immediate departure.
Remember, go for the long rollout. Manual brakes.
Alpine 262, established ILS 35 left.
Alpine 262, Milan radar, continue approach.
And we have vacated where? Echo Mike.
Cathay 038, wind 210 knots, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Cathay 038, we're rolling.
Alpine 46 Romeo Victor, welcome to Malpensa. Taxi stand 111 via Bravo Mike.
111 via Bravo Mike. Mike, Alpine 46 Romeo Victor. Good night.
Cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform.
Malpex 1603, riportiamo Vergiate.
Oh, fire truck.
Seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now.
Flight time 59
Please
minutes.
make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you. Checking in the seat pocket underneath.
So that's why we wanted the long rollout.
Malpex 1603, scenda sotto 1000 piedi per favore.
A designated smoking.
Scendiamo sotto i 1000 piedi, Malpex 1603.
Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information.
E Malpex 1603 entra sotto vento sinistro, pista 35, sinistro.
Malpex 1603, entriamo sotto vento sinistro, pista 17 destra, Malpex 1603.
Itaro 121, wind 21020, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Copy the wind, clear to land 35 left, Itaro 11.
Stand 111 it is. Good night, Organ. Speak to you soon. Jet Magic, this Milan is Borelli, available now from Sim Market. This isn't a pre-release stream. It was released yesterday, I think it was. So I think this airport is going to get quite a bit of traffic over the next week, which is great. We'll probably have to visit here again soon. But yes, stick with me. I'll put it to daytime and we'll have a look around, see what it looks like.
Cathay 038, continue.
Frame rate's not good.
Continue flight level 200.
Roger, continue climb flight level 200 and just advise our minimum clean is 260 for Cathay 038.
Taxi lights off.
Itaro 121, runway 35 left is vacated on Whiskey 8, Itaro 121.
Itaro 121, welcome to Malpensa, taxi send 404 via Papa.
Christian, have you got the scenery
404
yourself?
via Papa, Itaro 121.
And Malpex 1603, extend downwind, call the base.
Obviously it's brand new, so it hasn't got a custom
Extend downwind Malpex
GSX profile just yet.
1603, scusami.
No, scusa, io non ce la faccio proprio a parlare italiano, non è colpa tua, è colpa mia. Scusami.
No, ma non ti preoccupare,
But
anche
that
se
looks
ho
good.
parlare inglese
Okay,
parlare
let's come off that. Parking brakes on. Has it been 3 minutes? Yes, it has. APU is running. So, shut down engine 1. APU bleed on. Shut down engine 2. Beacon light off.
The boarding requested.
Deboarding indeed.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
External power is available. Let's connect that up. There we are. Now that's all connected. Get rid of the APU. Right, should we have a look at this airport? Because yes, thank you for being here, mate. Hopefully see you next time. Come back and have a look around the airport tomorrow on the VOD. Right, let me just get rid of some stuff so we can have a look around. Always fun checking out a new airport. So I am going to set the time of day to well, I was going to say to daytime. Maybe a nice There we go. How's that? So yeah, where's the video docking guidance system, Dan? Well, at the moment, there's no custom GSX profile. Now, of course, not every stand will have them. So, to be fair, marshallers are very much in use. So, just having a look at this airport. Now, this airport is massive. Milan airport is absolutely huge. So, there is a danger you could go into a lot of detail here, which would cripple frame rates. Now, I don't think that, that's not what Borelli scenery does. Borelli scenery gives us, good visuals from the outside and a good compromise between the detail and the FPS. Imagine being at a sort of a mega airport with a VATSIM event on. You need a really good PC to hold the frame rates. And do you know what I've just realised? I think I've still got the old... I have still got the freeware installed as well. Oh, I didn't remove it. That's why I've got a double sign. So ignore that. You'll still be able to get the idea. You can see how it is indeed meant to be. Let's go over to the main apron then over here. So yeah, I didn't think we were going to get much in the way of interiors, so we've got video docking guidance systems on those stands here. But remember, a custom GSX profile will come along, and it will come. Basically, it will be there. Yeah, you can tell I've got both the scenery still installed. Look, I've got the freeware tower, and I've got the Borelli tower. Now, the Borelli tower is one which is going to have some sort of visuals in there. Look, now what I can also see is a train. That is not part of the freeware, that is part of Borelli. There, well, that's nice to see. We're going to have to come back here once I've removed that freeware version, aren't we? So my apologies for that, getting both of those in here. But even with that, I can see that there's loads here that obviously the freeware doesn't have. Double scenery will also hog FPS, quite right, Christian. I believe, Christian, as well, this is you and your Antonov. Obviously, it's not an Antonov because I don't have the model matching for it. But yeah, here we go. This is that's the payware stuff. So we've got the official cargo terminals. That looks huge. Are they all solar panels as well on the top? How very environmentally friendly. But yeah, this airport is massive, absolutely huge. So, for me, I'm more than happy with this because it's, it's added stuff to it that we didn't have. And like I say, I need to remove the other one because it's just getting in the way. You can see there's some conflicts as well there with the scenery. That is not a Borelli fault. That is my fault for not removing the other one. Completely forgot about it. But yeah, we will come back here and do it properly. But other than that, for an airport of this size, I think it's decent enough. Certainly until someone like Fly Tampa or Aerosoft mega airports come along and do it. You've got a nice no frills approach to this, a bit like the airline that we've just flown. So yeah, it should work for us. The GSX profile that I'm actually using is, I think, part of this freeware one, which is why they're kind of walking into a brick wall at the minute. So there you are. So there you are, guys. That's it, Milan. We'll definitely come back here though, and check it out. I think it's going to be a popular airport this week on VATSIM, so we might as well take advantage while we've got the VATSIM scenery knocking around. So guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It has been it's been awesome to to be back. A huge thank you to all of you. Don't forget as well, you can support us by using the links in the chat to gain yourself any of the inner-builds, scenery, and of course their aircraft. There's also the aviation gift store, and of course if you want to save some money on the Contrail store, use the discount code down below, and that'll get you some money off as well, while supporting us at the same time. So thank you for all of those of you that have used those codes as well. Hopefully we will try to be getting back to a little bit more in the way of streams on a more regular basis. It's been a bit of a rotten week last week, and unfortunately the kids keep signing themselves up to different clubs and things which I have to go to, which is really unfortunate. And apparently the wife's got a job as well, so there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, as soon as I know when the next streams are going to be, of course I will let you know. Until then, thank you to everyone who has supported us tonight, our amazing EasyJet Sim Pilot channel members. As always, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you all again very soon. Good night everyone. Bye bye.